Salam Sejahtera and Selamat Datang to a special Hari Raya edition of Cultural Malaysia. In this week's episode, we will be taking a look at a world-famous cold weapon, the Keris. We will be taking a look at its history, its description, and a few interesting facts about it. So sit back, enjoy, hopefully learn something along the way as we carry on with our journey. Let's go! Did you know that the Keris was primarily used as a backup weapon?
I did not. That's interesting.
Well, we join our resident expert on Keris to find out more.
Boleh Tuan berkongsi beberapa fakta mengenai keris itu?
Jenis keris ini hanya dibuat dua jenis. Satu keris, yang keduanya badi-badi. Orang panggil badi-badi. Tapi badi-badi ini tidak didedahkan. Tidak didedahkan dan tidak digunakan untuk perhiasan pengantin dan sebagainya. Hanya disimpan saja untuk kegunaan sendiri, untuk bagi mempertahankan diri.
Seterusnya, boleh Tuan berkongsi mengenai proses atau cara pembinaan keris itu?
Cara pembinaan membuat keris ini pertama sekali keris besi itu hendaklah dipilih kepada si pembuat. Apabila agaknya sesuai bagi si pembuat, barulah dibentuk cara membuat keris itu, dan barulah dibentuk cara-cara keris yang sebenar-benarnya keris. Yang kedua, yang badi-badian ini tidak banyak menggunakan cara yang ringkas saja. Tidak digunakan untuk dibentuk saja, hanya terus saja, macam tidak ada bentuk, tidak ada bentuk yang tertentu. Hanya terpulang kepada si pembuat. Semada ia dibuatnya atau panjang atau pendek sebagai satu ukuran. Biasanya orang badi-badi adalah satu ukuran bagi si pembuat. Badi-badi ini khas untuk kegunaan sendiri saja. Untuk apabila satu keris selalu digunakan sebagai perhiasan. Terutama sekali bila digunakan masa orang dalam acara majlis perkahwinan bagi lelaki, disimpan di dekat pinggang, kemudian dibalut dengan kain samping. Kemudian yang satu lagi, badi-badi jarang digunakan dalam majlis itu. Hanya apabila mustahak saja dikeluarkan.
Hello there. Yes. Thanks for having me. So interesting facts about the Keris, huh? Well, I think perhaps interesting, maybe, but certainly a fact to be proud of is that the Keris has been listed as a top 10 cold weapon by quite a few people, rated on its uniqueness and its functionality. Interesting. Did you know that even though the Keris is not a primary weapon, there was a period in time that an entire state used it in direct and guerrilla warfare against Europeans, no less. At its best, the Keris represents the highest level of Malay creativity. A long time ago, it was used to complete the Malay attire. Walking around without the Keris for a Malay man meant that it was akin to walking around naked. Training in the use of the Keris, both for combat and ceremony, was handed down from father to son. What started out as a weapon has evolved into an object of veneration, as the Keris is widely believed to be endowed with mystical powers. How would you like to be able to eliminate your enemy by simply thrusting the Keris into the enemy's footprints on the ground. Equally intriguing were tales that the Keris could transfer the sight of a blazing fire simply by pointing the tip of the blade to an alternate site. During the colonial days in Malaysia, people were quoted to have seen fire from a burning shipping vessel transferred to the mainland simply by using the Keris. In traditional houses, a Keris would be secured to the main roof beam to protect the house. Stories abound of Keris flying off their sheaths and attacking an enemy, or of Keris rattling in their sheaths at the approach of danger, or stories of the Keris killing an enemy by just pointing it at someone. As with everything else, the Keris, which is made by specialist craftsmen called empu, has undergone transformation in more recent years. During the glorious Islamic sovereignty, the Keris had a special place in the royal courts. It was a symbol of majesty, power and rank. Today, it is a part of the royal regalia. The Keris, which is worn by the King of Malaysia today, is said to be made of iron derived from a combination of the 9 ancestral Keris from the 9 Malaysian states. Well, I've got to go now. It was a pleasure talking to you. Till next time.
And that's all for the Keris now. As always, if you would like to learn more or catch up on past episodes, visit us at www.culturalmalaysia.com.my. And don't forget to follow us at our Instagram and Twitter handles at Cultural Malaysia. And now, do you remember that I mentioned at the very beginning that this was a special Hari Raya edition? Well, to get into the spirit of things, we decided to ask you, the viewers, what you thought about arts and crafts. In order to better understand what is meant by arts and crafts and to provide better content in the future, we now take a look at some of our more delightful responses.
First of all, I think that crafts are a kind of extents that combines the beauty and artistic value because it can be used for us to appreciate and also play a substantial role in people's lives. With all kinds of artworks, people's life will become colorful. On the other hand, some crafts also combine the thinking and the sentiments of the craftsman. It is also a kind of craftsmanship and the transfer of technology. So I think the crafts are very valuable.
Okay, hello, my name is KAICHENG. I have a views on Keris. It is a very old sword. It is one of the 3 famous sword in the world. It is a short sword. Many people who make cold weapons will collect one and put the Keris. In ancient times, people often put on the waist so that it can be taken out with ease.
I think art is a necessity in life. Without it, there is no meaning. You got to have a canvas in life for you to pour out your emotions, ideas. And that's where people really come out the best. In art, crafting brings out the imagination and creativity of one into life. Basically, it's a way to express one's true self without the limitation of words.
Personally, I have always found the concept of arts and crafts a rather interesting one, whether it be the arts and crafts of a particular country or culture, or in general, really. I also think that it can often represent or symbolize that particular country or culture, as each art or craft is unique and can be traced back to that particular country or culture. Last but not least, I think it can serve as another way or a medium through which a person can learn more about that country or culture.
Hello, my name is TIANTIAN. The Keris is an old Asian dagger. It is not only a dagger but also a traditional culture. It is a unique dagger in Malaysia. The Keris always used for the self-defense, and this weapon is a symbol of Malay sovereignty. In my opinion, it is a beautiful dagger, and I only can saw it on the movie, but I'm really interested about this dagger. I think I will do more research.
And that's all for today's show. We hope you've enjoyed yourself and learned some things along the way. Terima kasih and see you on the next episode. Bye bye.